PAWMOT will be releasing in just a few hours, and I honestly don't even have any idea what the Pokemon really does. So in this video, we're gonna check out what the moves do. They posted a Japanese video of all the moves, and Chico Eevee was kind enough to translate all of them, put them into video, so we can go over all the moves. As we know, it's a melee all-rounder, very heavy in fighting, and needs to evolve 2 times on level 5 and level 7. And really has to, it's a melee, like you need to go in to really get stuff done. All right, first we have Iron Fist, which I think it's the passive. I think that's the first move already. Or is it? No, I think it's Iron Fist after, yeah. When a move hits the Pokemon's next basic attack deals increased damage and restores Pokemon's HP. It's the passive. So you use a move and you get an empowered basic attack directly afterwards. That was some of the healing as well we saw in the gameplay leak video. Or not, it wasn't even a leak. And then in Fighter Mode, if you don't know what Fighter Mode is when you Unite move. Once you Unite move, you enter Fighter Mode, and all the moves that PAWMOT has get a bit of a different enhancement to them. So, Fighter Mode, the Pokemon's next basic attack deals increased damage and basic attack speed is increased for a short time. This attack can stack up to 2 times. You can see right now there's the healing, 540 here on level 15. And you can see what happens after we use as well the Unite move, which also, again, we're not like about it, has a very cool mechanic to it. On level 5, Thunder Punch. Has the user unleashed an electrified punch in the designated direction, dealing damage and applying a slowing effect to opposing Pokemon it hits. Fighter Mode, this move has a shorter range and no longer applies a slowing effect, but it deals increased damage. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Right here you can see nothing too crazy, I guess. And then this is the empowered version. It just deals increased damage, has shorter range. You can see there's the range difference. Much shorter, and it doesn't slow anymore. But it deals much more damage. In general, the Unite move Fighter Mode is just, you do a lot of damage, but you lose some other stuff for it. We have Volt Switch. Let's look at it first. Yep. Has the user cloak itself in electricity and charge into a designated Pokemon from the opposing team, dealing damage and moving behind it. After this move is used for a short time, it can be used again, once only. Fighter Mode, this move cannot be used repeatedly, but after it's used, the user's move speed is increased. So again, point and click dash, and point and click dash, so you can just click on someone. And after Unite moving, you click, and then you have a lot of move speed. You can see. So Unite move into that. That looks so... I'm sorry, that looked so funny. It runs. Okay, yeah, that looks kind of funny. So then we have Super Cell Slam. Right here. Has the user electrify its body and dive forward the designated area, kind of like Bounce Gyarados, dealing damage and applying a slowing effect to opposing Pokemon it hits. If this move misses, the user takes damage instead. Wait, what? If this move misses, the user takes damage instead. Okay. Okay, sure. When this move hits, it can be used again, and the user unleashes a punch in front of itself, dealing damage. So it has 2 parts to it. Compared to like Bounce Gyarados, you jump first, you hit someone, you can do something again. We're going to see it in a second too. And in Fighter Mode, the first stage of this move no longer applies a slowing effect, but it deals increased damage. So for this one as well, just if you're in the empowered version, you just do more damage. And here, if you miss it, you take damage. So we jump, and then we can punch again. Similar to one of the other moves we had. Also in the cone shape area. And yeah, there's a slowing effect, but also just less damage. And then something we haven't seen in the video that I posted before, that we have watched, because it wasn't really shown, is Much Punch. Not sure what that is, but okay, probably maybe mistranslation. What is a Much Punch? Whatever. Has the user throw a punch at blinding speed, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon, shoving them, and leaving them unable to act. So finally, we have a stun as well on the Pokemon. It doesn't have a lot of CC, it has some slows, but the slows also get removed after Unite moving, so it does feel pretty fair so far. This one has a stun though now. This move cooldown is reduced every time a basic attack hits. So it's going to be a very high basic attack Pokemon as well. You want to always weave in basic attacks as much as you can. Also, we'll show later why, even further. And then in fighter mode, this move no longer leaves opponents unable to act. So we actually also, on all the empowered versions, we lose the CC, but we gain more damage. I think that's honestly pretty fair. You just want to burst someone down, right? And then for trade-off, you lose the stun. I think that sounds pretty decent. Or pretty fair trade. Pretty, you know, just positives and negatives at the same time. Unable to act, but the number of attacks for this move is increased. So we have one punch. Up, that stuns. And then in the empowered version, or do we... No, okay. Just the punch again. Here, basic attacking reduces the cooldown. Pretty fun. And then we use Unite move, and now we have 3 punches that go through and just more damage. Seems pretty bad, not gonna lie though. That empowered version seems very mid. And now we have the Unite move, and it has a complete new mechanic. So, first, let's read what it does. Has the user charge toward a designated Pokemon from the opposing team, point and click, similar to a Summary Unite, and discharge electricity stored in a user fluffy fur, dealing damage to the Pokemon and nearby opposing Pokemon. After using this Unite move, the user loses all electricity stored in his fluffy fur and enters fighter mode for a set amount of time. The Unite move gauge will only charge when the user move hits opposing Pokemon. Fighter mode, basic attacks and move effects, and the Unite move gauge does not change. So, you build up its Unite move by dealing damage to enemy Pokemon. So you will not get charged by farming, you will not get charged by overtime, you will not recharge Unite by scoring. You can see right now it's at 0. It's not building up over time. You have to damage enemies, which I think is a very cool mechanic. Your basic attacks, but that also could be pretty insane if you just keep fighting. So yeah, I think that's a fun idea for it to be a bit more unique. This Pokemon doesn't feel very unique, but the Unite move does feel very unique, right? So that kind of makes the entire Pokemon interesting. The moves feel kind of mid, not gonna lie. From what I've seen, they feel kind of uninspiring, I've got to say, but the Unite move makes this Pokemon all interesting. A different mechanic on how to charge it up, empowering all abilities as well at the same time. So that sounds pretty fun. Still, that kind of makes up for some of the weird moves, I feel like. I still don't even know what really has synergy in this Pokemon either. So far, it looks like you can probably combine all moves. Oh, here are some combos, guys. Unite move, Zip Zap, Full Charge, Spark, and Thunder Punch. Yeah. We're currently losing to Cramorant Bot. I just want to have that mentioned. That doesn't seem... Okay, here's the charge up, the bounce. It did like no damage. Huh, okay. You can see how long the empowered version lasts after Unite moving, so you can see right here. The blue line. That's how long it will last. I'm not sure what the upgrades do either. And now it's gone again. It looks like a normal Unite move duration, right? It's like 8 seconds, 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And pretty much 8 seconds, I think. So yeah. So what is the game building right here? I feel like... Honestly, I really can't tell what moves fit together. I really cannot tell. Of course, I will try to figure it out once the Pokemon comes out tomorrow. It's already coming out tomorrow, just so you guys know. Coming out tomorrow. Let me know in the comments what you think about what might be the best moveset combination. Because I'm looking at this. I'm not sure what I would play. Not sure. Potion? Could be good. Of course, you're probably going to play full heal or X. Nah, we're probably going to play full heal, of course. Definitely. Do I like Thunder Punch more? I do like Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch seems nice. The bounce, not sure. I think Thunder Punch with any of the other moves sounds pretty good. In the end, I mean, Volt Switch and the other one are kind of the same, right? So one of them is a double dash and the other one is a pointing. No, it's not a point and click, right? This is actually a skill shot. This one. It's right here. I mean, it feels like everything can work together, honestly. I don't see any build that necessarily has synergy. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow if anything has more synergy, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think about PAWMOT. Are you going to play it on day 1? And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!